Let's talk about some lawfare, you and I. You know, in my opinion, it's got to stop, regardless of who's sitting in the Oval Office. Take a look at Missouri Senator Josh Hawley pressing University of Pennsylvania professor Kate Shaw about her views about nationwide injunctions issued by these rogue judges, but her views change depending on who's in the Oval Office. Watch.
The principle that divides when issuing a nationwide injunction is okay, when it's not. When the Biden administration was subject to nationwide injunctions, you said that they were travesties for the principle of democracy. You didn't say the referral to Judge Kaczmarek was a travesty. You said his injunction was a travesty for principles of democracy. Yeah. So, in other words, the translation is just you didn't like the outcome. Is that right?
No, Senator. Look, we're talking about, I don't think Article 3 precludes this form of relief. So we are talking about prudential consideration.
Prudential meaning political?
No.
Then
no.
Give me, so far I have yet to hear it. You've been questioned by multiple senators. I have yet to hear a principle other than the fact when you like the ruling, you think it's great to apply it nationally, including non-parties. When you don't like the ruling, it is a travesty for the principles of democracy, notions of judicial impartiality, and the rule of law.
Mr. Attorney General, in my view, district judges do not have the authority to issue nationwide injunctions, period. Shouldn't Congress and the Supreme Court and Chief Justice Roberts do something about this before the American people lose complete confidence in this rogue judiciary?
Absolutely. And we in West Virginia were proud to file the lead amicus against this in the birthright citizenship case just a couple weeks ago. And we were on hand in the Supreme Court to listen to the arguments. And there's several sort of nerdy legal reasons why this is a bad idea. First of all, district courts are based in equity, and we have built our entire judiciary based on the concepts of equity. And secondly, Article 3 does not give them this power. The fact that she said that and is a professor at a Ivy League law school is actually kind of terrifying and a little bit pathetic. And thirdly, yes, there is a remedy. The remedy here is there are things called class actions, right? And that way, when you create a class action, you can ensure that the judge in front of you is only issuing rulings for the people that are in front of them. Our district court judges are only allowed to hear cases and controversies with plaintiffs and defendants that are in front of them. These nationwide injunctions completely leapfrog that and turn them into what are political footballs. And that gets into what is, I think, the most important part of this discussion, and that is the danger that nationwide injunctions pose on the underlying legitimacy of our judiciary. When the public believes that the judiciary is political, they lose faith in them. And the judiciary is the only branch of government whose only power is derived from the public's perception of it. They don't have a police force. What they have is the power of the rule of law, and doing this negates that power and turns them into something that's no better than Congress, and that is dangerous going forward. No matter if it's a Republican or president, a Republican or a Democrat president, we have to stop these nationwide injunctions because they're a danger to the legitimacy of our judicial system.
So true. You know, Chief Justice John Roberts, a Bush appointee, folks, he may go down as the one who destroyed Americans' confidence in the entire judicial system. He may be the guy. J.B. McCuskey, thank you very much, sir.
He also may go down as the person who restored it.